So today we have very spectacular people, no, new guest around, and she's Queen Sheila. I have to my right my troublemaker, my co-host is Don, and I am Donald, but you could call me Morningstar. We are looking at something very, very new, would I say, or has it been very old, but we're just realizing it. It's about relationship. I know it's as old as life is old. Then situationship. I think that's a new one to it. It's new to us too. So relationship versus situationship that we're seeing today. Which is best for you? Tell us on the comment section. But before then, Don, what do you think?
I think situationships can be good sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, it is a relationship, but without the definition of what being committed to somebody. So situationship works either way. But I still prefer relationship, Sha.
What about you, Sheila?
I prefer relationship
Why?
because situationship goes with a lot of things. As a human being, if you say you want to go into a relationship, I'm sure you've already put your whole mind and your whole mind you want to be in this relationship, and then you're supposed to give give your time,
You're all.
be committed if you want that relationship. So, and it makes you more comfortable. If you're in a situationship, you'll be confused. I feel you'll be confused. You're not agreeing. You're not agreeing. You'll be confused because if you're someone who's okay, like I don't know if I can use the word a lover.
Yeah.
If you're someone who is a lover,
A
or
lover.
you
Love.
you know someone who loves love, situationship can never work for you.
Okay.
Because of course there are things that you want in a relationship and then you expect from your partner also. So I feel situationship is, I don't know, it's not for people who want to be committed.
But the thing is, so you said that situationship is good, and she's saying
It can work. I mean,
how does it work for you?
if I do not say for me, please.
Okay, yeah, because it sounded so like out of
I'm
experience.
saying people don't want to commit, and why do you even want to waste your time when I feel like what we're calling situationship is dating, and dating is getting to know multiple people without committing to them. When you date someone, it's not sexual, it's just getting to know someone. You can go on date, you can hang out, you can do it with your friends.
No, that's not situationship.
No, let me explain.
Okay.
It's all about the things that lead to a relationship. You can be in multiple situationship. That's what I'm saying. What we are calling situationship right now is like getting to date different
No,
people.
once there is a ship. If it is dead ship, once
not
ship
exclusive.
enters,
I feel
no,
unless
Relationship
it's
is not
defined
exclusive.
from the
See,
beginning.
Yes,
no,
That's why I
situationship
feel
is
relax.
not exclusive. So you're not going to say because there's a ship. attached to
relationship
it.
is still not exclusive. People can be
Relationship
in
should
multiple
no,
relationships.
Relationship in the right term should be exclusive.
No, then which means situationship is the fake of relationship.
Yes, it is.
No, then good. So what I'm trying to say is relationship. Once there is a ship to it, I want to include something to what you're saying. Once there is a ship to it, which means there is a selling. Right?
Relationship.
There is a selling. So either he's selling to the bed, he's already selling to the bed, already.
Why do you think it will sell to the
No,
bed,
no,
my
no.
dear?
That is sheep. Either he's selling to the bed, situationship, or he's selling to marriage, or selling to a
Situationship
purpose.
can never sell to
No,
marriage,
no,
Sha.
no. Relax. Situationship selling to the bed, relationship selling to marriage. Relationship, I'm defining the sheep
Yeah, I get.
that makes it much more than just dating multiple people, just looking for who to choose. Right? And in dating, the way you said, but I don't know, maybe colloquially we use dating as
That's why
relationship
I
too.
feel that
we,
it should
we
be
always
defined.
interchange these things. When you're dating someone, you're not in a relationship with that someone. You can multi-date because you're trying to get to know the person. That is honestly the original definition of dating.
Dating.
You're trying to get to know
Okay,
people.
like you're going on dates.
Yes, you're going on
so
dates.
it's a
you're
date,
meeting
it's a
people.
date, it's
you're
a
not,
date.
You're not committing to anything.
Anybody.
You're just checking
So that means you
your
can't even
options.
call it a relationship.
So it's not, no, when you're
No.
dating, it's not a relationship. It is by the time you're you figured out what you want, who you're interested in, who is aligning with. Then you put it as a relationship. But in Nigeria, we always mistake it and say,
I'm dating this guy, but
you're
we are
not
dating.
You're in a relationship.
Right.
When you're dating, that means there's still room for you to casually see other people and get to know what you want.
Yeah, you're right on that. But then, what I'm saying about the ship being inclusive, that's why I said situationship.
Situationship is not exclusive.
Now, relax.
I'm trying to tell you what I
Situationship.
believe.
Now, situationship cannot be dating because during dating there are a lot of things that are not involved. Sexual intercourse.
No, it's not.
It's not involved. But in situationship, because there is a ship there, sexual intercourse are involved.
Sometimes.
So that's what makes it different from dating. Dating is casual. Situationship is not casual. In situationship, it has children like friends with benefits, fling.
In what? In relationship?
In
or
situationship,
okay.
friends with benefit,
Right.
fling, one night stand.
No,
Situationship
situationship cannot be a one night stand, uncle. Situationship is what is leading to a relationship.
No, situationship cannot lead to relationship.
Yes, it can.
In some way.
In some way. I
Friends
feel
with benefits can also lead to relationship.
Exactly. So
But
you
what I'm
cannot
saying
put a
is,
one-night stand
no,
in a
no,
situationship.
it is one night stand can lead to a
in my
relationship.
definition, I feel that
No, I can have you
situationship
for one
is-
night, and everything made sense, and I came for one night, you came for
then-
one night.
and
Then from
it's
there
now-
we start.
Right.
You cannot tell me one night. One night in the right definition is just one night. We are not.
But that is one night, yeah. After the one night, you guys
Yeah,
exchange
but because
number.
you guys met,
And
you
that
can
one
meet
night,
again.
yeah, meet again in one night to do
And also start a
second night,
relationship.
third night, and relationship can
You
go
will
from
start a
there.
relationship.
You see?
Need help, you
Yeah, I do. So the thing is, but look, let's break it down. Like, look at the microcosm of the whole situationship and relationship. Why do people, somehow you're an advocate for
I'm
situationship?
not an advocate. If it
okay.
works for you, it works for you.
Now, why do people choose situationship?
Because nobody wants to commit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to commit.
I hear that from the female folks. Sorry, I mean no offense on the female folks. But let me share my experience because I'm a male, I'm a female. And because you're a woman, you male. So I think I have met a lot of people and they're female. Even on social media, I don't even need to meet them one-on-one. You hear, I'm not ready for I'm not ready to commit, I'm not ready for any relationship. Relationships should just stay one side. But these guys are knocking every night like they're lashing. They are lashing like on a proof rally. They're even lashing more than somebody who's in a relationship. But they tell you, I'm not in a relationship, I'm single.
But that one is different from
But that's-
being committed.
No, that's the situationship, yeah? So I'm asking now, why are women more involved these
Are
days?
women more involved?
Women are not more involved. You're getting it wrong. Women are just starting to be honest that men do not want to commit. So before you even come over, it's like a defense mechanism. Before you come to give us your lie, we're already telling
you're
we're
prepared.
we're not
You're already
interested,
prepared.
except you're doing something amazing.
No,
now
wait,
we're-
so
I
okay,
guess.
now,
So it's a defense mechanism.
no, okay,
It's
so
not-
situationship can also be a defense mechanism, is that what you're saying?
sometimes.
Oh, wow. So you keep counting the census
I feel
in the defense, in the Ministry of Defense?
the sense was like being with different
Yeah,
people. That's what I
be
mean.
different situationships, yeah? Because situationship does not call you in the
Men,
night.
you
And
know men lie, right? So
now,
no,
look.
when I'm not trying to put it.
No,
but
I'm not
let me
taking any.
explain,
I'm not
please.
taking any offense,
Please
and
hear
I
me
think
out.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Men lie, and so women are already anticipating the lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're easy to just say, you know what, I'm not ready to commit. Let's just see how it goes. Because
Then how-
women now are the ones saying, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Because they want to be open to the fact that there's
Yes,
someone else
right.
that's going to come along the line. And I want to be open enough to say, I'm single. I'm just talking to someone. We're just in this thing. It's not serious. And then you meet someone that you see he's ready to commit. So you're not even apologizing anymore to your situationship. You're just moving on to the relationship.
Okay.
that
Now,
is better.
where does it bring us to? In the sense that you don't want a relationship. When you say you don't want a relationship, when you say let's see how it goes, you don't want a relationship, but you want the cookies. You understand? The coochie coochie.
The coochie coochie is what?
Coochie coochie coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Coochie
No,
coochie,
you guys
they are
understand.
different things,
Nah,
so what's the-
no, not the pocket coochie coochie. The
Okay.
other, you want both the pocket
Yeah,
coochie
I wanted
coochie,
to
and
know.
you also need the other coochie coochie. So, but what I'm saying is, putting that in perspective, where has it brought us to? Because I always believe one thing: a repetition of an act makes it automatic. right? I don't think being an ashawo or being prostitute or being promiscuous is a difficult thing to do. It's not. But then the addiction that comes with it, you being so, I don't think being a loner is difficult to do. But if you're so much a loner, even when you get married, you find it difficult to live with your own family because you've become a loner for a long time. Yeah. So having said that, I said that to say this. When we are creating this atmosphere of situationship, commitment becomes a challenge for everybody, both male, female, because you now realize that when you're in a situation, it was a lot easier. You know, this generation will like it the easy way
I
out.
think when you meet somebody and you're, getting along with that person, you already know the kind of, let's say, relationship or situationship
You might not
you're
know.
going to have with that person.
She said men lie a lot. Let me.
Yes, but you can.
Let me
you
add-
you
Women
figure
also
it.
lie a lot. I'm not
You figure
putting
it out.
No,
this
let me
men.
add on Brace. I just said that to say something.
You
You
figure
said
it out.
men lie a lot, yeah? Then you said when you are okay. Somebody asked me, said, why do men lie? I explained that here on set one time, but then I'm going to say it for me to say something. And I said to her,
Women lie too.
if I'm hitting on you, right? I saw you or I see you and I'm crushing, and it's not serious. I just want to peel a bit. Then I come to you and say, hi, you look beautiful, thank you. I want to have sex with you. How are you going to react to it?
As in, you direct like
Direct.
that.
So it's a put off for a lot of women, except some women, which is minute in number, who might also feel attracted to you and say, okay, let's go do it.
And who is also down with that kind
That
of.
is, and they are very minute in number. It's not written on their forehead. Then, majority of women will also like you, but because you said it that way, they will blast you. Right? Now, I'm saying
I get
why
where-
men lie, yeah?
I get where you're
But so a woman would know that this person is not, I don't have a future with this person. Right? But she will even say, lie to me. Tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I'm the most beautiful woman on earth. She's laughing. She wants to hear these things. I don't know if it's to convince herself or her lying. There is a part of her that wants lies to be told. You know, is it for self-aggrandizement? I'm just asking, or for do you understand? So they want to be lied to. And if you're a man and you're not saying these things,
So the woman.
you will not just get. Do you get what I'm saying? Then that is where men now advanced the lying process. A repetition of an act makes it automatic. Understand that. So once they lie the first time, it worked. I just wanted sex. I lied. I told her I love her. I didn't lie. And she, oh good. Then every other person you meet, you lie. And on the receiving end, hearts are broken, and we keep mixing it up. It's just like mixing some vitamin C and and some ampiclos together, chemists mix it there. So we keep missing the brokenness, and people are just, and we've arrived at
And people are
situationship.
just broken.
Broken everywhere. And we've arrived at situationship. How do we heal from this?
Do you know there's a way you can tell somebody what you want without lying? I think the
Give me an
problem with
instant.
men-
No.
let
Sorry,
me
teach
explain.
us. Teach
No,
us.
I'm not here to teach
You see the thing.
But
You see the
let me
thing.
explain. There is a way you talk to someone, and they clearly know that I'm not looking for a relationship. But I feel like men bring this relationship energy all the time. You don't necessarily need to walk up to someone and say, "Oh, I just want to have sex with you." Of course, half of the time when you meet someone, I think it works for both gender. You know what you want with that person,
yes.
whether it's sex or a relationship, or you're just tempted to see what this thing is going to be. You're not really even ready to.
But I think.
But let me
Okay.
explain. Now, it's different when I meet you and when a man meets you and he's telling you day one or maybe 2 weeks later, "Oh, I've never met anyone like you. I just feel like meeting you has changed something in me." You're giving the same energy to everybody when you could have just said, "Oh, I like you. I'm trying to get to know you, but I'm not even sure if, I'm dealing with something." Or give the word you're in a complicated relationship or you're in between relationship. But you come in and say, "Oh, I'm single and I want you and I love you. I think when I take you to my mom, my mom is going to love you the same way I love you."
Okay,
do you know that energy? Let me also
time. Let me sorry. Okay,
you're bringing that energy all the time. But when you're telling someone, I think women have also come to the point where they are understanding that not everything is marriage and not everything will lead to marriage. And then when you tell them, I want to get to know you, but I'm not even sure if I'm ready for a relationship. In her head, she can tell, okay.
She already knows what you want.
Yeah,
okay.
This is not going to be. But don't bring that energy of, oh, my life is, you're feeling it something.
Yeah.
Because,
see,
let me,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something you have to understand. I think this from the men's point of view. Okay. I've seen your concern and it's really, really valid. I think some of our agenda, we overblow all these things and we go overboard. We say things and build things. But let me tell you why these things happen. Yeah, because there is always a ripple effect to everything. Cause and effect. My law. Now, the thing is, number one, in the past time, in the recent time, you get to hear the word, I go marry. Have you heard that mantra before?
I go marry.
I go marry. Boys, you say, that boy I go marry you.
Oh, okay.
He's using I go marry to be lashing girls.
Yeah, I get.
But you heard it before, right?
No,
so,
never.
okay.
No, yeah, but I understand.
You understand?
I understand what you're saying, but
So,
I've never heard it.
good. That code actually works. And it works on ladies. Right? So they now you see that thing called exploitation. They just exploit because okay. Let me cite an example. You meet a lady, right? And you guys are just trying to know each other. And she gives you this vibe of, if you're not serious for marriage, we shouldn't be talking. Yeah, lots. Don't look at me. No, calm down. Calm down. You see the thing. And uncle is ready to lash. So you give him that vibe. If you're not ready to marry, we're talking nonsense.
That relationships should be defined from the beginning.
I'm telling you the nitty-gritty is why these things get messed up.
Yeah.
She's giving you the vibe, if you're not ready to be this, don't come here. And you want to lash.
Which is not wrong.
Now, this on the guy's side of the bargain, he's not also totally wrong. Be like, oh, wow. Marriage, you say, yeah, since I met you, see the lie will start. Since I met you, I've just been looking
because he knows that's what she
wants to hear. He say, since I met you, I just like the way you carry yourself as a mother. And I'm imagining the beautiful children that you will have. He will start leading your thirst on. He will start, because that's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
The fact is that you are the one that even sold yourself out.
From the beginning.
I tell people, keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. Leave this shit called definition. Because when you're trying to define, they will know your frame of mind.
Oh, okay.
And from your frame of mind, they will fraud you or jam your head. So don't define. Observe. Okay, you guys hang out on the first day. Listen deeply. Listen to the things he did not say in the things that he said.
Maybe the questions is not answering.
He said what?
The questions is not
He's not answering too. So just listen. Don't be so eager to say, time is ticking. I'm going out of time. If you're not talking this way, he will start sounding the way he wanted to sound. So most often, you're the one that sell yourself out in a quest to define something. And after the definition, so what happens? You guys will define it. Yeah, serious relationship. Once he knocks like 10 times and he's done knocking,
he's done.
He move to the next person to go and also define a serious relationship. The way they carry this, define a relationship as though it brings anything. It makes you even more vulnerable.
For maturity.
It makes you look. Let me tell you what. See, let me tell you something. Listen deeply into my thought now. This is define. When you say define, it closes your doors and antenna to observe red flags because it's defined. When you observe it, there are things you will never condone. But it's just like when a young teenager starts with sex, you start overlooking, you're overwhelmed with the sweetness of sex. You don't look at the characters, traits that you would never condone in your life. There are things you will never take. Never. Even if heaven comes down, you will never take it. But once it's because you're looking for a guy who is ready to define a relationship, and this guy come and defined it. Oh wow! the razzmatazz, you're overwhelmed. And the journey, that vulnerability steps in. So look at what happens here is, when you are in a relationship, this is a code. When you are, dating, sit and listen. Ask questions. Let him do the talking. Do you know the funny thing? Some girls don't even like guys that talk. You're killing yourself. How can you know his frame of mind?
Women have frame of mind too. It's
No,
not, it's not only her.
No, how can
not
you?
Only him
no, but you are the ones who is
talking.
always complaining. Men lie, men lie. How can you know his frame of mind when he is not talking?
You just assume everything he's saying is a lie.
Okay, assume everything.
That one is bad though.
And that one is still bad too.
No,
You miss.
let me
Wait,
explain.
you know the funny thing. Wait, you know the funny
that.
thing. You know the funny thing. Let me also give you one code. This is very important. The guys that are good, right? They get irritated trying to prove themselves.
Everybody gets irritated. I don't even want to prove myself to anybody.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I feel like as a person, if you have to prove yourself, you're wasting your time. Why do I have to prove myself?
To
Take
you.
it or leave it. It's on you.
It's good.
But I'm going to show you who I am.
Yeah,
regardless.
right.
Good.
Now,
Do
I'm
you
not
get?
proving myself.
Now, when you say if you take every man as a liar.
No, I don't mean it like that.
Okay.
This is what I mean. This is what I go by. When I meet someone,
Okay.
we'll call it a defense mechanism. I'm always on the fact like you're lying, especially when it's a guy talking about you're coming with your sweet nothings. I'm already on the defense that, oh, this is just another lie. So I'm not saying there's not going to be a moment of truth, but I've gotten to an age where I'm not afraid to call you on your bullshit. And for a long time, women did not express these things because we're always in the mindset of, oh, what if he's going to marry me? Meet someone and you're already thinking of my children, how I'm going to do that. So I've gotten to an age where I'm watching your pattern. Everything you say is a measurement of your truth. I'm not even asking you to prove yourself. If you say A and then you end up doing B, that's like, okay, mess up one. I know it's not really good because you meet people that maybe there's also an opportunity for time. Like, okay, time didn't make it possible for you to make up whatever you said you were going to do. But I already think you're lying because at the end of the day, I feel like one of the things you want is also to get me to bed.
Okay, well, sorry, let me say something. Let me say something. There are dangers and huge dangers to a lot of things.
But you haven't let me finish.
Okay.
So I'm listening and I'm thinking half of the things you're saying is a lie because you're supposed to woo me and I'm supposed to fall in love with the lie. But also, I have also met people and I've listened to men. So you're not bringing anything new for my age. You're not bringing anything new. You're just bringing in a different word or a different setting. So when you're talking, I'm like, I've met this before. I've heard this before. So what are you doing? Now, it's your consistency that makes a difference.
The consistency of the lies.
No, the consistency of your
Of the
action.
of the
your
person,
action
yeah.
and your person. It is not the lie. Because at some point, you're going to say something which is going to be funny to me because I'm sure like maybe 3 or 4 guys have also
Said
told me
that,
this
yeah.
thing before. And now the difference between you and them is that if you carry through what you've said.
Okay.
Because most times people just say things, I'm like, I'll do this, I'll do that, and they don't do it. Because at that point, they're just expecting that, you know, their sweet nothing is making your brain turn haywire.
Now, the thing is, either you like it or not, either you want it or not, either you accept it or not, the sweet nothing is actually creating an impact. You mentioned the word consistency. If he's consistent,
Action, not words.
if he's consistent, sweet nothings goes beyond action, goes beyond words in some cases,
course.
even action. If he is consistent with his lying sweet nothing, which some guys have perfected that act, which women, funny enough, the majority member fall for these guys, the ones called the playboys. You know, I was thinking, these guys have perfected the act. They know what to say. They know how to
But
act.
as you're saying, you'll be acting.
No,
now.
realize they know how to act. They know how to behave. They are the ones who. Okay, well, I was having a discussion with my friend, and we were thinking of I was running a movie story through him, and be like, these guys, it's like, if you're a married woman, and meet these boys who don't have work, and you are their work, they will make you feel that your husband is useless, because they're the ones to come up if you're closing by 4 o'clock. They will be there at 3:55 to come and pick you because you're their work. And funny thing, most of the times, be known to us, we start ticking these things, and it starts deepening down. All I'm saying is, I'm divulging a lot of secret.
Are you?
But you
Yeah,
should.
I am.
You should.
I am. Okay, look. This is what you look out for in a guy. Look out for a guy. Not what he says, because we could say a lot of things.
Obviously.
Not what he even does, because we could do a lot of things that we don't even mean. Look out for a guy's consistent attention. There is a pattern.
Yeah, because men can handle too many distractions. In the right sense.
You know, right?
If a man gets distracted, you would know.
Now,
But a woman
Yes.
can manage those
Now,
distractions.
if you look out for, I'm giving tips that men might gather me somewhere
I
and
hope
beat
they
me
beat
for
you.
this. So that is the thing. There is a quote that says, and I'll say it in two ways. It says, if you want to be successful, right? If you don't want success to the point that you feel is the last breath, like if you're thrown into the water and it's the last one you breathe and die, if you do not want it as much as that, you will never be successful. Then in the other flip side of it, if a man, no matter your shenanigans, one day if you keep doing bad stuff and bad attitude, he will leave. I assure you that. I do. I bet my life on it. He will leave. But then that man is still believing in you. But the most part or the funny part is that women always take advantage of them. Forgiving men.
Advantage of what?
Forgiving men.
Forgiving men.
Guinea Susu, no, I'm speaking Igbo. As you know, you just be misbehaving and he's believing. You think maybe because he's still enjoying the sex. He's a lie, you. Sex is cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah, agree.
So then that is that man. But because we are moved by the things we see, the things we hear, the razzmatazz around life, many men of many colors. We don't even, color has even entered our eye. We are now even character blinded. That's it. Then on the second part of it, talking about situationship. I think situationship will lead us to a point of not being married more than being married.
Oh, well, people in marriages are running out of their marriages.
And people who are out of marriage are still aspiring to be in the marriage.
People who are not in.
Wait, relax. People who are out of marriage are aspiring to go back to marriage.
Oh, okay.
And people who are not yet in marriage who wants to go to marriage. So that's tell you one thing. No matter how you badmouth marriage, it's still alternate.
I think marriage is such a good thing.
So good. So then from the point where they say people are running out, there is no how much. It's just like water. Water kills. Flood kills. You understand? But no matter how you see the wrong side of water, it gives you life.
Right.
Without it, there is nothing. So marriage is just like that. You said what?
So you don't get enemy.
You don't get enemies. So marriage is just like water. Yeah? Talk trash about it. But it's still the goal. Maybe because we are products of family. Yeah? So now, because when you say you're a girl and you're doing situationship, saying you're to select the best, Abby. And you know there is where life is. Life will share qualities in different places.
Yeah, I agree.
That will lead to more situationship confusion than ever. Because this nigga is caring. And that's just it. He's just caring. This one loves you like bad, but he doesn't.
This one gives you attention.
This one gives you attention, but
This one provides. They're
But
different.
that's the point.
that is what situationship takes you to. Then if they are telling you focus on one, the English is you will not understand.
No, I feel like the reasons why people have more situationship is because I don't think people have gotten to the point where they want to be honest with themselves and what they want in a relationship per se. Because before you get into a relationship, you have to outline what you need. Your relationship, negotiables and non-negotiable.
Do you know this thing they say that the woman demands the truth and you tell her the truth and she's not able to handle the truth?
Men don't handle the truth.
No, calm
But
down.
nowadays, women are ready to, women hear the truth and handle.
Nah.
Yes. It
Nowadays,
is men that cannot.
women now
honestly, it is men that cannot handle the truth.
Nah.
It's
To the
before.
most
See
part,
now,
to the most part, I don't know the kind of men you guys are meeting. To the most part, men.
Is it the kind of man you guys
Yeah,
are
so
dating?
to the most part, men are not those, and we are not detailed human beings.
Men can
Sorry.
handle the truth.
In the both humans are men, but this is really
Yeah.
is defaming to us. The person who buys the lie more are men. We know how to believe nonsense.
A man,
Yes,
possibly. But
and women are very. The synchronization you have with lying is magical, and it comes out effortlessly. If a man is lying, if you really know him,
Not every. It depends.
not.
Oh.
okay.
It depends.
If a man is lying, if you pay attention, you know he's lying. We do not know how to. It is our inability. We don't know how
You're
to
talking
do
about
it.
probably talking about yourself. Or I don't
No.
no, yeah, he should talk about
I think
himself.
No.
We're the ones that meet men. We're the ones that interact with men.
Do you understand?
people
And
do
No,
this bro-
speak
men-
with them,
so, okay,
and
just for
never
instance, let me give you an
a
instance.
man will not
If
talk
a man-
to you the
see,
way he
if
will
a
talk
man-
to a woman.
wait,
He won't
yeah.
tell you the things that he
See,
will say
if
to another woman.
if a man is lying, if a man is cheating, you know it's easy to know. We don't know how to.
If
the
a woman is
thing,
cheating.
oh Lord, have mercy upon us. So you need the Holy Spirit. Kalabosha. You need more than the Holy Spirit to catch a cheating woman. In fact, most cases that a woman, you catch a cheating woman and she allow you catch him. Because cheating is very friendly with you guys. Wow. But then that's not what we're talking about. She said, well, she knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
See,
about.
look, okay, you're denying it. Now
It depends, so.
the thing is, when we talk about this lies and women and men, it's easy to catch a man.
Is it?
Some men
Very
are smooth.
easy.
Exactly.
Some men are smooth.
Have you met a man that will make you think you're mad because of his life?
Get.
You know one thing.
Men are
You know
smooth,
understand about women, which I hope they change, is you know the truth and which is a lie.
No,
You are wishing somewhere
I think
that they need to wake you up
a
to
few
tell.
years ago, probably.
No,
A few years ago, but
no.
not
See,
in recent
it's
times.
still
I feel
happening
women
because
are-
women.
But not
Women,
in
if
that
I
large
use the-
amount. It's still happening.
No. See, it is
If I
not.
use the word
see,
open
look,
eye,
relax.
women have-
See, no.
Yeah, they
Open
have.
The
their
open
eyes.
eye. Let me say something. What is the open eye? The open eye that women are open is in the wrong direction. Sorry to say, it's in the wrong direction, because even when your opening eye is a mark of awareness, right? That's opening eye. If it's not in the wrong direction, we will not have disintegration of culture. Culture, I'm talking about the right cultures, not the stupid cultures. There are very stupid cultures, and there are very right cultures. We will not have the disintegration of culture. We will not have the disintegration of family system, because nurturing family is predominantly a woman's ability to nurture. Women are, first of all, more natural than men. A man touches this thing, it spoils. A woman will nurture it into. It's natural. So when you are saying your opening eye and what your ability of nurturing is dying off.
When I say open eye, I mean
No, calm down. When you're saying your opening eye, you're being aware, and your innate ability is dying off,
Why?
which means you are being stupid.
We're not. Please
If
don't.
I finish my frame of thought, you will understand.
Sorry.
Now, let me go back again so it sinks. When the family system is predominantly nurtured by women, and since your recent past that women are being aware and opening eye, we're having more divorce cases, we're having more disintegration in morals, because women are opening eye.
Not for the
Because women are playing Candy Crush as people opening eye and houses are burning.
No.
No, calm down. Women are more in career, pursuing.
not the opening
No,
eye.
sorry.
That's not the
Let me
opening
break
eye.
it down. Let me break it down. Women are more in career pursuing than children are growing by themselves. We are now having more disorganized homes and unorganized homes than ever. The organized family system is shrinking by the day. We're having a fertile system. We're having high rate of suicidal children, drugs intake. We're having everything decaying. The question is, who is the custodian of the family?
The man and the woman.
Yes, but majorly on women. Since women became this smart, what is the ripple
I've
effect?
always been smart. So just
I look at effect.
they just started
No.
talking.
Yeah.
See, I look at cause and effect. In the past history or in the past civilization, I always use that. Women the most beautiful creature on earth, on this planet, I say it anywhere, any day, is a woman.
Thank you, sir.
No, I'm not promoting you. Because you might not even be
Thank
part
you
of them.
for that.
What I'm saying is, for a woman in her lifetime, you will see springs of about 70 to 80 people from her womb. And she finds a way to get them together. And at that moment, it didn't matter if she was a banker. Career did not matter. The car she drove did not matter. The name she made did not matter. What mattered is the signet of human beings that she brought on earth and was able to hold them as a family. That's why you hear the word in Igbo, one. One. That is the reason why you love your maternal cousins and siblings. You're more bonded and attached more than the paternal side of it.
Not really, but then.
Whatever. Your case is always
I think
different.
it means most
so
times.
what?
They have more
No,
sense. That's why.
Okay, they have more sense. So now, that is the thing. And right now, in the woke agenda or in the woke saying, in this time, which situation women are indulging in situationship, we are having the family system disintegrate. When my brother got married, before he got married, I entered the kitchen, right? I know how to cook. Yeah, I know how to cook. So once I'm with him, I'll fix things. That's my immediate elder brother. And he got married, newly, then. So there's a way I make noodles that bust head. And that day he'd be like, say, man, go make that noodle. Do you understand?
And his wife was there.
And the wife was there. I told him, it's her office. Not because I couldn't walk into the kitchen and make the noodles, but because that is her office. I say, I believe a woman is the most, you do not know how much it breaks my heart when I say women do stupid things and they think they are smart and woke. And these are the things, there are things a man cannot do. No matter how we try, we fail woefully at it. And women can do it without stress. Excellently. Give a woman a child, in fact twins or triplets, the way she will navigate around it. Not because she just gave birth to them, or I give her another person's children. The way she will navigate it, give it a man. Within 1 hour, my veins will pop up. I'll be most frustrated. Not because I'm not a human being, but because there are basic natural abilities that I lack.
Okay.
But then, in this vein where we say women are now more woke, more smart, more outspoken, more thinking, more everything, and the innate ability that you have is dying off.
That's not true.
Is it the way to head? Point my lies
No,
out.
please. I would like her to go first because she has been trying to stop you, but you kept talking.
Okay.
I was trying to talk about, okay, from the beginning, women want to, I'm trying to look for how to even put
Okay,
it.
hold your frame of thought. Oh yeah, you have your own.
This is what I believe. There's this quote that says that we no longer inherit the silence of our mothers. Women have
Right.
always been smart.
We no longer
No,
inherit.
the silence of our mothers.
Because our mothers
Okay.
kept quiet a lot.
Yes, let me
Okay.
explain this thing. Women have always been smart, but the difference is that we were able to take in and tolerate every nonsense that
Okay.
was thrown at us.
Okay.
The difference between this generation and probably just a little bit older generation before us is that now we question things.
Okay.
Again, why it feels like there's a lot more divorce that women. Funny enough, it says that a woman. Statistics show that women are the ones that actually file for divorces more than a man.
Okay.
Why? Because you get married or you're in your husband's house and you realize that you're doing well with or without him.
Okay.
Probably you can afford to finance your home, train your children, and still rush back from work and do the assignments while being married, and you have a husband that is not contributing, whether emotionally, financially, or otherwise, to the home.
Okay.
At some point, you ask yourself, is there still a point in being married?
Okay.
So you probably answer no. And let's say now, let's put the twist that probably the man is maybe verbally abusive, or even physically abusive.
Okay.
And you're taking all these things while still providing for the family and doing all that. Do you still want to be in that situation? No, frankly speaking, you can leave.
Should I answer you?
No, I'm not asking
Okay.
you to answer, I'm speaking. You can leave.
Okay.
That's the point. Now, why you feel like women are losing their ability to nurture is because women are manifesting their masculine energy more than their feminine energy. If I'm in a relationship, one of my non-negotiable in a relationship is to be in a relationship where I feel safe. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I have to feel safe with the person I am with. Safety is important. We might not talk about it, but it is very important. If you're not feeling safe, like if you come around maybe your husband or your boyfriend and you're agitated, you're not feeling safe. If you can't express how you feel, you're not feeling safe. Right. If you feel like you need to go and talk to your siblings or even your friends rather than talk to the person that you're in a relationship with, you're not feeling safe. If there are so many things that keep you anxious when this person you're in a relationship with and you're so unsafe around them, that's not a relationship you want to be in. So again, if I feel like my gen is bad and I'm with my husband in my husband's house and I'm the one that is calling the gen guy to come and repair it, something that there are gender roles. There are certain things that if I'm married tomorrow, I do not want to be able, I don't even want to do it.
To be doing those things.
It shouldn't even be my concern. But then I'm still doing it while I did it single. Now I'm still doing it married. I'm still manifesting my masculine energy. How do you want me to be able to focus on nurturing and training my children when at the end of the day, I still want to ask, we didn't buy for Geno, we didn't do this, so the car has to be serviced when there's a man.
Sorry.
Yeah?
You're going way.
No.
You're going way. You know one thing about.
I'm not. Please,
sorry.
I let you finish. Let me finish.
Let me interject
okay.
here so we don't go. What is not non-existent? What is the percentage of these men? Because I know
it's not about the percentage. But it is something that's also happening.
Can I say something? I know these men exist. These idiots you're describing. Because yes, you're obviously a walking dead human being as a man. And she's describing you. This thing you're describing is not a man.
Because there are actually men like that.
There are.
Of course.
But they are few. A man prides himself in provision.
Not all men.
Now,
Sorry.
calm down. I also gave you that this quota exists. But we're looking at what is the number. Very minute.
Do you realize that the numbers you're not a woman. I'm a woman. And I get to hear stories of females talk about these things. You know
the funny thing?
No.
Do you know there are more successful marriages than
Of course, that they are not being talked about.
No, calm down. Do you know in numbers, statistically, there are more successful marriages than destructive marriages?
We agree.
You agree?
But then we're giving spotlights to the bad ones.
Good.
And because
See,
we're giving that spotlight.
No,
please, because we're giving that spotlight, it is becoming a thing.
No, that is what you
It is becoming
wait,
a
see,
thing.
relax. Is what you are enumerating. What you feed grows. What you starve dies. Now, in that regard, let me talk about the first thing you said about if you're married. This is an extension to it, so actually the same point. Why would you now stay and do your masculine whatever, right? Exude your masculine energies.
Yeah.
One, you chose him. Let's go back to the beginning. Cause and effect. You chose that man.
Agreed.
I'm coming.
Let me finish.
No.
You're trying to carry this.
No.
Let me explain.
Okay.
You choose whoever you are with. But the point is, at some point, women grow up.
No, sorry.
Women are now more expressive.
No. Let me explain. We stop being you get married. There's a switch. There's a huge responsibility. We're not even talking about the mental stress of running a home before you get into the physical aspect of even cooking. When you're with someone, women go through this mental stress of what are we going to eat today? How do I organize this thing? How do I fix this? How do I pick up the children? If your child is sick, they're calling you. How do I get to the hospital?
And you're taking care of the man as well.
There's so many mental energy that goes into running a family that we have not even talked about.
Okay, now, sorry, calm down. Wait. If we're enumerating the mental stress of both gender, that will be a topic for another day.
But no,
Now,
but
calm down.
part of the
You
reason.
are talking about them. They are beautiful, right? Heavy job. Why I told you that woman is the most beautiful creature on earth. If I open my mouth and also tell you what a man sees. So good. It's not
arguing.
no. See, it's
a
not
debate
no.
of what
So
a man sees
it
or
not
what a
versus
woman-
one. That's
No,
what
it's
you're
not-
trying to turn
no,
it to.
I'm not trying to. You're the
Good.
one not listening.
No, good.
Because you're being defensive. You're not listening.
I am not being defensive.
But if you listen, you would understand why women are questioning things. Nobody
Okay,
wants to be in a relationship where
wait.
it's not a
Relax.
partnership.
See, relax. When you're questioning things, right? Let's go back to the basis. You're questioning things. Do you know that there are women now who glory in divorce?
Of course.
Number one.
People celebrate it. They will tell you that they're celebrating their divorce.
Number
being
two,
final.
have you also known that there are women, majority of the times, because men don't speak up, majority of the
They're not
times,
speaking and they're speaking.
now calm down. Majority of the times, women have the nasty behavior and also ask for divorce.
Agreed. Everybody.
No, so
because we're
now,
humans
so-
now.
See whether a marriage works.
Can I-
or a
can I-
marriage
can I-
fails,
can I- can I-
each
Wait,
party
can
is
I say
responsible.
something?
No,
Can I?
because I would interject at this point. Each party is responsible. We're not saying it's the woman's
See,
fault, it's
no,
the
when
man's
you are
fault.
telling me
No.
that you're questioning things,
No.
and because you're questioning,
At some point, questioning.
when you're questioning things, it's as though men are being stupid, and now you're not questioning it.
No, men are
Now,
not being
No,
stupid.
calm down. What I'm saying is, do you also know that majority of the time is the woman that has a nasty behavior, whose the man has been condoning, and at the same time she's the one asking for divorce? Do you know that most times you do not package and conduct yourself as a family married woman? You still want to be free, you still want to club with your single girls whilst married. Do you know that? Do you know that most of the time, because you're the one who earn more, and it is over everywhere, because you earn more in money, you insult the man and use derogatory.
Actually,
No,
there are people like
calm
that.
down. You
Well
use
behaved.
derogatory words on him, and the man switches to survival mode. A mode whereby he's okay. You have the money. Oh, yeah, run the home. Let me just be a stooge here. Why? Because automatically he's feeling there is a gap, and you created that gap. Because a man will take care of a woman for 10 good years, and nobody will hear the noise. Nobody will hear. But let the man lose his job. And come down. And the woman runs the home for only 1 week or 2 weeks. The whole street will know that this man has lost his job. When you're talking about emotions,
It depends.
women act on emotional impulse. Men are more coordinated when it comes to emotion. Again, a woman is acting on impulse. I'm talking about here that the divorce case is high. You're acting on impulse. You do not want to listen and sit down. The way your mothers did it and had success. Are all your mothers, no, calm down. Are all your mothers, were they slaved? Were they killed? Were they silenced to death? Don't you know that silence is a virtue? If all, no, it's a virtue.
It's a virtue, but it's not everything.
Calm down. I am
You're the one that
against,
needs to calm down.
I
It's
am
not every-
against beating, violence, abusing a woman. I 100% against it. But then, because you're an emotional, impulsive human being, you should also calm down and be silent.
You know, you keep attributing this to women being emotionally impulsive, as if women are toys. But honestly, I do understand that they are badly behaved women.
Do you know? Wait, do you know there are triggers to men? Do you know that abusive words?
Everybody
No. Do
has
you know
a
that
trigger.
words, psychologically and statistically,
Men love
in the,
respect,
no,
so
no,
words
calm down.
understand
In
that.
the whole world, it is known that the most destructive abuse is not physical abuse.
Of course.
It is verbal abuse.
Yes, that one sings deeper.
Men and female who abuses verbally the most. Is even a mantra that a woman's power is in her mouth. You're thinking that because you're going and coming, paying bills, doing this, but you've told this man shit, that if he beats you physically in response to that shit, everybody will hear it and you will run away divorce. But he's seeking it in, coming, holding it down together, and you're still the one filing for divorce. Because men are not talking. So when you sit down here and enumerate these things, and it sounds so matrimonial, but I still tell you, do you also know that the one that cries the most happens to be the one, not the victim? Do you know? So when you say you're questioning things, I'm not saying be a wheelbarrow. Question your husband. It is part of marriage.
Some men that don't listen.
No, wait. Question your husband. It's part of marriage. You're talking about when you're talking to your mother is not safe. Look, these things, let me tell you, marriage is not a church institution. Marriage is first of all a family institution. It's a cultural institution. Unless we realize that, your mother's dream and goal, apart from a few who are witch, is to see you be successful in marriage. Your father's dream and goal is to see you be successful in marriage. They will do everything to make sure they mediate, unless it has come to a point whereby abuse has entered, either mentally, physically, or negligence.
Can't help it.
They now say, okay, my daughter, come back, you're not a stooge. But we now told, if I'm talking to my mother, there are issues as a human, it happens in marriage. You're confused. You're going to talk to your mother, not because it's a second party, I thought about it was because it's your mother. You're seeking a wise counsel on how to navigate this. Because she must have seen a thing like that before. Not that you're not feeling unsafe, but because maybe if you ask it the other person who is either raged or emotionally high, like you are, there's going to be a rancor. You go to somebody who is calm and ask the questions.
But you know that's not what I'm talking about feeling unsafe. I'm not talking about seeking wise counsel. I personally believe, and I work with this mantra that is mine, that I'm only as wise as the people that I surround myself with. And that is why I always go for a second, third opinion.
Okay.
Until I get that one that is rational. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about feeling unsafe with someone, whether it is mentally or inability.
Did you feel that unsafe before you got married to him? No, I mean, did you, whoever you're talking about, did that person feel unsafe? Unsafe, right? Unsafe mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially? Did you feel it before you married him?
Everybody evolves. You get to a point where you evolve. Marriages, you evolve.
No, but you know something you said now. It's both in relationship or in marriage.
Yeah, even in relationship, you evolve.
No,
so at some point, you didn't feel unsafe.
You did not feel.
Yeah, but at some
So
point,
it started
you got to a
happening.
point where you're feeling unsafe. People change.
Okay, but do you also know that some people marry and they know that this is going to destruction?
You cannot 100% say that it's going to destruction in the beginning.
Oh, wow, really?
You always get married with your
Okay,
hope that
now
it's
you know
going to-
your red flags here.
Everybody does, yes.
You know your own red. I'm not talking about everybody.
I know my
I'm
red
talking your
flag.
red flags.
Yeah.
Let's say you see your red flags in a person, and you still go ahead and marry that person. Yeah, I'm not talking about you personally now, so don't take it personal. You still go ahead and marry that person, and when you marry that person, right? Are you hoping that the Holy Spirit will come and take away those red flags? Obviously, it's going to lead to rancor and destruction.
No,
And-
just pray.
No, and prayer does not work in this area. Because why? It is a human thing. He will decide to change. Now, obviously, he is not going to change. And there is, every day your head is bombing. And your mind is telling you, it's only us that tell ourselves the truth.
There are
Your
people
mind
that
will be
don't tell
telling,
themselves the truth.
yeah, some people still lie to themselves.
Exactly.
Now, but your mind is telling, I knew. I was thinking about
As a
maybe you
human
did not
being,
tell
of
anybody,
course.
but it's you. But because you are in that situation and you want to own it up, bam, you run divorce. This thing I've narrated is a typical situation that is happening, male and female. I'm not talking about female alone, male and female. There are guys that will see a girl. You know that this girl, when you met her, she's not going to stick to you, let's say sexually, and sex is the one that puts you off. Or she has this character that is very obnoxious. And you think because you've married her, she will stop.
We all think that. At
Who
some
are
point.
you?
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
the Holy Ghost?
No, but we all think that.
No.
Human beings are prone to think that I can change a person. It
But
is
that's
a savior
impossible.
mentality. And for so long, majorly, women had worked on that oppression that if he treated everybody bad, I'm the one he's getting married to, so he will change. Women have
He's
worked
gonna
on
treat you that
which
way.
is so stupid at the end of the day.
He's going to treat you that
Because
way.
The point is, you have to check his records. Why do you think he's going to change? Because of you.
Who are
It's just
you?
one
Who
person.
are you?
So,
And you know the funny thing? Just within days into the marriage, he's already bored with you.
yeah, of course.
And do you understand? Endurance and tolerance comes in. So even the trigger of him being a bad person goes high. So we are looking at these things that we need to avoid. Truth be told, when we're looking for money, financial security, financial security, a man who will be able to, when we're looking to we'll lose the real things. I keep saying this.
Please, let me explain this thing.
No. It's not your own financial
No,
security.
I'm not talking about my.
If
I'm
you
saying,
no,
I'm
wait.
saying- I'm saying-
If you ask 100 girls now on a street interview, they 90% must mention finance.
I'm not talking about me, but let me explain this thing. There's nothing wrong with looking for
I
financial.
wanted to say, wait, I wanted to say that. Wait, realize.
Let me say, there's nothing wrong with looking for financial security. What the problem is that people are not being realistic about what financial security is.
Okay, now you've made a valid point, but look at the point I wanted to make. You're looking for financial security. I did not say you should go and marry a pauper. Nobody should do that.
Exactly.
Don't even do it. But then look for financial security that also has a heart for you. Don't look for a man who thinks that only money is what he can provide. Because there are many men
because he provides,
walking around.
Shut it.
Walking around. I always tell poor people, poor here, it is only when you have not made money that you think that money is something. When you've made it and when you have it, you now know there are more valuable things over 5 that top money. It's because that time you lack that money. And possibly you have other things you are not regarding them. Immediately you now have that money. You now realize that is nothing. That you can even actually walk out of it. So that is the ring we put ourselves in. And in the bed, we now use the words like situationship, hook words. We'll start hooking up and down, hook up and hook down, flat up and flat down. I'm living, expressing myself, body freedom. What was that one they call it again? What was that one again?
Which word?
Some body what? That one they were doing silhouette.
There's nothing wrong with body positivity.
Body positivity, polyamorous. You know, then they now realize that they are polyamorous, that they have an Ashawo vibe in them, who is that's within it. You know, so things we keep creating. I asked human beings. I asked one Christian 2 days ago. I said, look, you said, do you believe in hell and heaven? And I looked at her and I said, who created hell? I've read the Bible from cover to cover over 10 times. I'm a walking Bible. So I asked, who created that? Because in the Bible, I did not see hell creation. Hell was created by man. So we keep creating things and putting out there. And later we start looking for who to blame. And you know, we are the last person to blame. We blame every other thing around us and not blame us. That's why I always go back to who chose the man? Who chose the woman? Our marriage system is decaying. I know we just came from situationship down to marriage. Yeah, but it's decaying. And let's go back to situationship before we end this section. Now, why is it not we're not ready to do the work? Because I think it's the work that leads to situationship, Abby.
The lack of work.
Lack of work. Why are we not ready for it?
I don't know why people are not ready. People are not honest with themselves.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? I've always been an advocate for a relationship.
Okay. So what way can we work on relationship? Since you're an advocate for that, you know what I'm saying? You're an advocate of many things. You were advocate of situation before.
If that's
No, she said if that's what works, you know.
No, but
if that's
then
what works for
you know
I'm
this
not-
English of if that work for you. Do you know? Sorry, the low mental mileage people take that out of context and they mess things up. Do you know why I'm concerned about people who are not that? Sorry to, at the risk of sounding so proud, who are not that smart. When we release these words, we might understand them. But the people with 2MB mentality, how are they going to grab it? When people who use the word overtaking is allowed, they want to kill their brother and overtake them. But overtaking could be a healthy competition to the one who understands. Do you understand what I'm saying? But words are thrown out of context. Words like, if he works for you. And somebody will be like, killing it works for me. And you start killing his neighbors. Poisoning works for me. You know, so when we release these words, they are not absolute. We should be able to carve them in context, please. And you say, the girl will be like, Ashawo works for me. This man pay me 15K, this one pay. But Ashawo is good. Yes, because you get the point.
what she thinks is
Yeah,
her line of action.
yeah, you allow her line of action, she will catch HIV. And your cousin brother will say, let me just collect one mouth. And collect the HIV. And you're hurt by the word you release. That works. There are some.
No.
Let's think of, sweetheart, let's think of things.
Life should be live and let live, yeah.
No, I understand that. But also, let's think of things that work for us more than the things that work for you. If we start thinking in the collective, of we, it will help. This single opinion will lead us to no, it's destroying us already, not lead us. If I think of you and you think of me, and I think of you, and I want to do something now, I'm thinking, how is she going to affect her badly? No, I don't want to affect another person. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking we. But if we keep thinking, what works for her? What works for he? It works for him. It works for me. The whole essence, I think God, the universe, whoever is above there, put us above or beneath, put us here, is for us to learn how to live together and collaborate. But right now, what works for me? It doesn't work for me. I know there are things that also will not work for a particular individual, but then, in not working for you, think of what works for us, all of us. So, back to work. You were giving us a lecture on how we're going to work on relationships. Relationships are decaying. Give us tips, please. You're an advocate.
I'm an advocate for
relationships. So, what can we do to have better relationships?
You should think of God. God is love.
God is not looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
No,
I feel that,
Okay, you're dating Jesus.
I feel that if you're going into that relationship, that's why I still keep going back to it should be defined. People who are not ready to have a relationship
should stay out of it.
Do you understand? Because if you're not ready, and then you choose to be in a situation, and okay, people are supposed to accept. Your partner is supposed to accept that now. Or you are supposed to agree on this is what you want.
These days,
this is what you want.
These days, they don't even accept it. They will just corner you into it.
No, but there are people that's what they want.
But I can tell you for sure, there are people that they don't want it. But before you realize it, you're already in a situationship.
Yeah, without.
Right? Without even being aware, they will just corner you and put you there, and you just wake up to realize, this thing is not blue again. It's now pink.
But I also feel like people should heal from their hurt and their bad relationship.
Past relationship, yeah.
And their backgrounds too.
Again.
I heard a guy say online. A
lot of people, it's even their backgrounds that affects them. And then they now.
This guy said this and it hit me. He said he will never date a guy. He's in close to 40 or something.
He will never date
a girl that is above 25. And why? He said if you're reaching 30 and 30 something, you've got a lot of baggages. And that girls, as a guy talking, that girls hardly heal. And there is this word they say, to heal a broken heart, fall in love again. They will just overlap the whole packages. And I think we should think of healing. I think healing is a really important thing.
I'm a subscriber for healing. I believe that you should heal. Yes, there are still, no matter how much you heal, healing is a progressive journey.
No, it doesn't have a time frame.
But at least you should go from class 1 to.
Yeah, you should be in an advanced level before you think of relationship.
Going into
most people just carry the baggage.
They just mess it up. As this one is breaking you, they say I want a shoulder to lean on. Yeah. You see that English is destruction, because you're going to destroy that shoulder, and the destroyed shoulder will find another girl who is liking him. He will go there to lean on. I saw a movie and the girl got broken, and when she was broken, she met this guy a shoulder to lean on. Okay, the guy was broken, and to lean on the girl's shoulder, and he just wanted to start, but he was not sexually attracted to her earlier on. They were just friends, more like best friends and all that, So he was trying to have sex with. Do you know what the girl told him? Just hold his head. I know you don't love me. You're just looking to ease our stress. You're going to also complicate me. You need to heal. And that scene was it for me for that movie. When we start realizing that sex is not a way to get healed.
Right.
Sitting back and asking yourself questions. Where did I get it right and where did I get it wrong? First of all, first mark of healing, I think, is to take responsibility.
Of course, definitely.
Self, before you blame the next person, blame yourself first. You come from a rational point of view. Yeah? So how do we heal relationship? No, how do we... What do you think about moving from situationship to relationship? I beg. Maybe we'll get...
Just be with who wants to be with you. Just be with who wants to be with you.
Be with who wants to be with you.
Just be with who wants to be with you, and who is, someone you're saying that is committed, who wants to be in that relationship.
What if you don't like who wants to be with you?
You Steve, why are you in the relationship?
So you know the issue now, the confusion. I know Don will agree with me on this. In most cases,
Why are you there? Because you just keep.
In most cases, you see who you want to be with does not want to be with you, and who wants to be with you, you don't want to be with.
Just be with who wants to be with you, who you want, and who wants to be with you. That's
so the thing is, but Don, do you think we will get to a point where we will now find who wants us as much as we want them? Because I think that's a very difficult. But you know, it's difficult.
It's difficult, but it happens all the time.
It's doable.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, you just have
Teach
to
us.
be open-minded. I feel like this whole thing that we go about my spec.
We should remove spec, I mean, and wear glasses.
Remove spec
And wear
be
glasses.
Open to knowing the
People.
person.
And
Do
then
you
I think
understand?
we should just be more expressive.
Right? Yeah, people are
Be
not
more
talking.
Be more expressive.
The most dangerous human beings on earth are those who don't talk.
Yeah.
Be more
Because they don't know what they're thinking.
And your partner is supposed to know, what's going on with you. That's the thing that actually, breaks all this whole relationship. That's
It's the
what
tiny things. It's the lack of
be more expressive. Just, I don't know.
Is the not being
It's crazy.
sensitive.
It's crazy, Abby. You don't reason. You get what eat here now. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. So I think that you just have to be more expressive, like Sheila said. Be more expressive. Be more intentional. Be more heal.
First.
Very
Heal
important.
first before any of
Heal.
these things.
Before being expressive and intentional,
Heal.
heal. It's not. There is nothing bad.
Or start healing. Better.
There is
Start
nothing
healing.
bad when a guy approaches you and be like, "I'm broken, and I'm healing."
How many people will tell you that one?
That's the being more
You see
expressive.
the problem.
Like say it from the beginning.
And nobody even want to agree that they are broken, first of all.
Oh, well, I'm healed. Healing.
Healed healing. I've learned one today. Healed healing.
Yes.
Okay, heal/healing. All right. Continue
To
the
an
journey.
extent, I've done the work, but I'm still doing the work.
Uh,
Healed.
And in the package,
Healing.
but in the healing, there are still packages that you're gonna dump on this nigga, and this nigga is
The
gonna.
truth is that no matter how much you feel like you're healing or healed, there are always going to be residue from your past relationship.
Flashes are gonna come.
Do you get? And even some bad behavior.
I
you
think
must
the
have
worst
picked up.
thing to do is, I think it's the worst thing for a relationship, and that's why people are now subscribing to situationship. The worst thing is,
Is what? We're always waiting for you, sir.
Saying that, the worst thing is what?
not taking like 4-5 months before going into another relationship.
At least you need at least 6 months. Which 4 or 5? You need 6 months.
In
to
fact, I'm
yourself.
saying
But does it really have, like a time frame?
it should, like, at least that's
Do you know there's some people that
180
can actually
days.
heal in a month or two?
No.
You
Well,
feel that nobody can heal?
No. Okay, my mom, I will always ask my mom, when my mom complains about my dad, I'll be like, so how old has this marriage been? She'll be like, it's 50-something years old. I said, it has been like that, yeah? I said, then we need another 50-something years old to change that. So just calm down.
She's been there.
So just calm down, Momsy. So I said that to say this. If you have been in a relationship like 1 year or 2 years, and the 2 years relationship was hell, but you endured,
Anyway, true.
you
need
stayed,
you need some time.
you need
so
time. Least is, you need up to 1 year, but least let's do 6 months. Do you understand? Then imagine somebody who was in a relationship for 15 years, marriage, and she came out after 1 month of jagging out.
No.
She's all, in fact,
You're carrying your whole
in her
problem.
coming out, there is one boy already who is pulling her out, or one man who through his hand she's coming out to enter this one. It's hellish.
Yeah, it's not fair. on
And
you.
it's
It's
just
not-
affect
you
the
know.
person.
On
You're
yourself
not giving
too.
the person your
Anything.
best.
Yes.
And
You're not
now-
even giving anything, let
Yeah.
alone best.
And then you're changing the next person. You're not at
It's
full
brokenness all
capacity.
through.
Why do you even want to do that?
So it just keeps going from.
All right, so take time to heal. I know that maybe the coochie will not agree, or the balari, bills are real, and baby girl needs to sort things out. But at the same
girl.
time, healing.
Everybody is also certain things.
Do you understand?
I didn't know about that. You guys should tell me. So I beg,
I beg heal.
beg heal. Bros heal. Sis heal. In fact, if the relationship is doing somehow, there is nothing bad in sitting down and say, can we take
Can
2
even
months?
heal or come back, right?
That's what I'm saying. Can we take 2 months or 3 months? Let's break down and heal. It's really important. It's really important. Break down, heal, and come back. If you guys really, let me say this, the last thing. Love is not enough.
Right.
You can still love that person and be in loggerhead with that person. So if you love that person enough, the only good thing you could do to your love, since you guys want to be together, is take time. I'm sounding like a relationship coach. You see this kind of a thing. All right, yeah, I don't know what you think. Whatever you think, just put down in the comment section below. Thank you, Sheila, for coming around.
Thank you for having me.
Dawn, for giving me trouble. And I love you all. Just put your comments on the comment section below. Like this video, share, let's help the world heal. I love you all. Bye for now.